What's up, guys? It's your boy Jay. Welcome to Jay's World. So let's talk. You know how we do it. Oh, you know how we do it. So let's get into it, and welcome to another edition of Jay Topics. Yeah, a mess. A complete mess. Russell Simmons versus Kimora Lee Simmons, Lee Simmons, and Aoki Simmons. You know, his ex-wife and his children. And this all started on Father's Day with a Father's Day post that his eldest daughter, Lee, made on Instagram. She posted basically a picture of Kimora Lee Simmons, and I do believe it was herself, walking down the runway. And she said, it was basically saying, "Happy Father's Day to my mom, Kimora Lee Simmons." And that's where the fighting started. Or did it start there? Okay. Well, I'll just say this. For us, the viewers, this is where the fighting started. But it was more of a trigger for Russell Lee Simmons. Now, let me say this, just sidebar. Full disclosure, I personally, as a man, I'm not a big fan of when people, particularly women, and sometimes men do this too, but when people wish women happy Father's Day, on our day, on Father's Day. I don't like that. And the reason why I don't like that, I just feel it's just disrespectful. All men are not bad. There are good fathers out there. So I just don't feel that all men should just be held at the same level in one broad stroke because you have a problem with your baby daddy. So I have serious issues with that. Sorry, not sorry. But anyway, so that was the post that started this whole thing. Russell Simmons, he started making a bunch of postings. I haven't gone on his social media or like his Twitter or his Instagram, but I'm just going by what Kimora Lee Simmons and Aoki Simmons, they're both saying this, but apparently he went on a whole rant on Twitter and on Instagram, and just going off about it or whatever, and just not pleased about it, okay? So Kimora Lee Simmons, she took to, I believe it was Instagram Live, and it was, I want to say maybe she spoke about an hour, and she just started spilling all the tea. She left us drenched with tea. She was talking about how, he has been harassing them this whole time, how she and her daughters, all three of them have him blocked. They don't fuck with him anymore. He just constant harassment, literally calling them out of their names. Okay? Not just his ex-wife. Okay, fine. I get it that you don't like your ex-wife and there's a lot of bad blood there, but you're calling your daughters B's and H's? Bruh, come on now. These are your daughters. You're calling your daughters out of their name, but just a lot of foul, nasty, disgusting behavior that's coming from him. Okay? And this is what Kimora Lee is saying. Now, y'all, I'm just going to tell you right now, I am not the biggest Kimora Lee Simmons fan either. I'm not. I really think that she's kind of mean and nasty too. But you know what? I'm going to save that for a separate video. And I'll tell you why I have issues with Kimora Lee Simmons. That's for a whole nother video. But getting back to this current situation. So, she's crying and she's, talking to her fans and people that are watching. And just a lot of foulness and nastiness. Yeah, I remember back in the day when I first saw them on MTV Cribs. Now, I don't know, a lot of you youngsters might not remember that, but there was a show way over the day called MTV Cribs, where you actually went into the homes and the mansions and the lives of your favorite, rock stars, R&B stars, movie stars, and you got to see their homes. And the reason why I put that in air quotes, because years later found out that a lot of these stars either did not own these homes or they used somebody else's house. But anyway, so that's how I remember seeing them together as a couple. And I just remember just watching both of them together saying like, y'all are so mean. They just came across really mean and nasty and vicious. So I really do feel in the midst of this nasty split and breakup between them, two mean ass people throwing daggers at each other. Again, War of the Roses, okay? Which is fine. I just have a problem with Russell Lee Simmons. He brings his children into it. Okay? That's where I have a problem. So after her live, then Aoki Simmons, his daughter, his younger daughter, she goes on Instagram, and she goes on Instagram live, and she makes a pretty long post herself, and she kind of really goes into more in depth as to what he's actually been doing to them. You know, I'm just saying how, he refused to, he pretty much financially cut those girls off. He refused to give them any money. He's constantly threatening them. He's threatening their friends, threatening her boyfriend. He in the middle of the night, he's actually sending people over to Ming Lee's home, saying, you need to sign these papers because because when you sign these papers, this means you will no longer get inheritance from me. Just all types of stuff. Now again, these are Aoki Lee's words, not mine. Okay, so Russell, don't watch this video and get mad at me. I've said it in many other videos, and I'll say it again. That's why I put that thing, in front of all my videos, saying that, look, these are alleged things that are coming from other people. I'm just talking about what's already out there in the universe. Okay? All right. But yeah, so, and it just kind of broke my heart when she started crying and talking about all this stuff and talking about how her father literally has called them bees and hoes. And then she's saying how her dad is constantly, when she was communicating with him, saying how she would try to talk to him and try to have some type of communication with him, and all he wanted to do was talk about their mother and call their mother all types of foul, nasty names. And if you did not agree with him, then you became an enemy of him. Now, to Kimora Lee Simmons' credit, I will say this. For the most part, she has kept those girls out of the press, okay? They're not like the Kardashians or the Hilton girls or anything like that. These are two cute little adorable little girls that were very well to do. They grew up rich and privileged, and they would from time to time they would do the runway with their mom or whatever, which was cute. We all found it adorable. But at some point when they became teenagers and went off to college, you didn't hear from those girls. So shout out to Kimora Lee Simmons for keeping her kids out of the spotlight. They're both college grads now. Aoki, she just graduated from Harvard. So, she's living in New York now and trying to move on with her life. And y'all, I really, honestly, my heart broke for her. And I know some people, I was reading the comments, some people were kind of giving her the business, saying, oh, this is rich folks' problems, and oh, girl, you grew up with all this money this, money that. And to her defense, all of her arguments were not about money. They weren't about money. The only time she mentioned money was the fact that she just said that he cut us off financially and he stopped giving them money. I think at maybe age 15 or something, It was kind of early on when he pretty much cut them off or whatever. So she didn't talk about money. She was just talking about how the fact that she wanted to have a relationship with her father and not involve her mother, because her mother really did do a good job with keeping them out of grown folks' business. But I guess the conditions as far as Russell Simmons is concerned, hey, look, you want a relationship with me? We're going to get together and bash your mama. And I don't blame her. No, you're not about to talk about my mother. We can have a relationship, but you're not about to talk about my mother and think that's going to be okay. And I'm sorry, I'm riding with her. And I don't think it's a thing of being rich or anything like that. This is just a fucked up family situation. And it's very, very, very sad. And I can relate to that. I can relate to being attacked on social media by family members. It hasn't happened to me a lot, but there are about 3 family members in my own personal life that have actually done that to me. And let me tell you something. if you don't know this about me, this goes for a family member, this goes for a friend, a person that I consider a friend, this goes for a co-worker, this goes for anybody. Personally, if you go on social media and you attack me, we are done forever. There literally is no coming back after that. I will put up with many things. Well, not many things, some things. But that attacking me and bashing me on social media and then think we're going to be friends after that? No, fuck you. You attack me on social media, we're done. Okay, so if you got any photographs of me, rip them up. If I'm in your phone and any pictures, delete them. That's how I get down. Let me stop, because I done got mad, y'all. But anyway, y'all, I just think this whole thing is just really sad. And yeah, Russell Simmons, you are 70 years old. 70, 71, something like that. You're definitely in your 70s. And there's no way in the world at your big age, you should be behaving like this. Calling those girls out of their names. Pulling them into this beef between you and Kimora Lee Simmons. Man, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, seriously? And what really kills me about Russell Lee Simmons, y'all, remember, he's Mr. Daily Affirmations. He's Mr. Nam Yoho Renge Kyo. Nam Yoho Renge Kyo. You know, sitting in front of the camera, all bald-headed and wrapped up in your little things or whatever, you know, and humming and giving people all this Zen advice because you're so Zen. Is this a new form of being Zen? I'm confused, bro. I'm confused. Because everything that you're giving right now is not giving Zen. It's giving asshole. And I'm confused. A mess. A complete mess. Anyway, guys, what do you think? What are your opinions? I would seriously love to know what you think about this whole situation. Are you team Russell Lee Simmons? Are you team Kimora Lee Simmons? Are you team those daughters? I mean, where do you fall with this situation? And I would love to know, what do you feel about family members, particularly family members that attack you on social media? Are you okay with that? And would you ever have a relationship with them again? There's a lot going on with this situation, and I would love to know your opinions. All right, guys, that's it. That's all I got. Please don't forget to rate, comment, and do what? Subscribe. Please subscribe to my channel. And after you subscribe, please don't forget to head on over to Instagram and check me out at JaisWorldtv. That's JaisWorld.tv on Instagram. And guys, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up. That helps me so much with the algorithm. The more thumbs up I get on this video, it helps the YouTube algorithms push me out to more people. All right, guys, that's it, and I'll holler at you later. Peace.